All right, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Box Art Battles, baby. All right, Zach is me.
Zach
Alec
is you.
is the co-host.
Yeah, that's me. Hi, hello.
We're joined by Dubs. Welcome aboard.
Hello, I'm Dubs.
He's a friend of mine from college. So we have some IRL friends finally joining the channel.
Same.
I wasn't paid to be here.
And now my college friend is coming in. I wasn't either, to be fair.
Yeah,
So.
I don't think any of us were.
If you're new, Box Art Battles is a series we do in the channel where we're pitting video game box arts up against each other to determine what's the best for each episode. And it's a random assortment compiled by my brother, Bill. Shout out to him. He's got a document together, a random assortment of box arts. We don't know what's coming. And we're going to talk about it, dissect them, and see what comes out as the winner of this episode. This episode 7 had a different guest for each episode. Always fun time. All right, are we ready to dive in?
Let's
Absolutely.
we gotta just jump right in. We gotta do this.
All right, let's go to match 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Oh God! Oh no!
All right. I mean,
World of
we're
Zoo
starting off
on the
strong.
DS versus Sid Meier's Civilization 3 Complete on the PC.
I don't think this is a competition, right?
World of Zoo.
I'm leaning.
Or
I'm leaning
not
towards.
that.
I'm leaning towards Civilization 3 Complete, but boy, that's boring.
No. I don't think it's a blowout at all, especially if that's what you're thinking. I don't want to be in that reality. Civilization 3 Complete. What is that the vibe
What is
that
this?
Civ gives off? Is like a vault?
What? Why is it a vault? I don't understand. Why?
Is that
Why?
the Disney Vault?
It's the Disney vault.
Well, that's what I'm
It's the
saying.
Sid Meier vault. It's the Sid Meier vault.
That's what I'm saying. If it's
trying
very
to-
nature, it's like not. It does not resemble what the actual game.
How do you
It's
pronounce
so-
that? Firaxis?
Firaxis Entertainment. Yeah, they're the developers behind the Civ games.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't like that. I would like if it was like a cool box where it's like actually like textured and popped out a little bit. That would be cool, like box. But
I'm kind of playing. I mean, I hate World of Zoo. Don't get me wrong. That is. I don't know what's wrong with that. I don't know what's wrong with
Everything
that.
is wrong
tiger.
with that.
No,
Everything is wrong with that.
Look
No,
at
no,
it.
no. Hold on.
Look
Not
at the tops
everything.
of its paws.
No. Not everything is wrong with it because look at that. Look at those penguins. Just look at them.
I love the penguins. I
They're-
love them.
They're bros.
But so you don't like the tiger? That's what you're telling me.
No.
No.
That's because they put the editing mistakes for the penguins underneath the logo
Yeah, probably.
to
Yeah.
hide them.
No, they had huge dongs, so they didn't want to show that on the box art.
That's not
That,
how
like
those
the same
work.
thing for the koala. This looks like trash,
Aw.
and
It looks like. I mean, it honestly looks like clip art, is what it looks
the
like. But would you
the
pick?
tops. I can't get past the tops of the paws of that tiger. Why are they flat?
Yeah. Well,
It looks
It's-
like it's been crushed in a George Foreman grill.
it's a stylistic choice. Okay.
It is. Well, yeah, because that zebra's neck. That giraffe's neck. The zebras are in the background.
It's a very
holding
tall
on.
zebra.
That's a very tall zebra. No, the giraffe's neck also has that weird like flat.
Yeah, what's with while we're on it? What's with the zebra? Why are they in the background, like looking over, looming as if they're like
It's
villains?
It's the no, it's
Being
the, no, it's the Lion King. The zebras. They're just background characters, really. So
Okay. So tell me this. Tell me this. You think this box art is worse than the Civ 3 Complete box art?
I
No.
feel like this box art is worse than anything else that's going to be on this list.
I wouldn't say that. You'd be surprised what can
Yeah.
happen around every corner of this.
Well, for now, at least.
Well, yeah, for now it's the first challenge.
But let's look at Civ.
Like-
Let's look at Civ 3 here. I mean, tell me. There's not much to it. Okay, we got like a vault door, and I'm still not getting it. I'm still not getting
Yeah,
the
why?
Civ vibes from this metal, the steel
Ci-
door.
Civilization being like a bank vault game. It's a bankers game.
That's what it
right?
feels like. I don't know. Like, I'm assuming that's just what they did for the complete, whatever complete is.
Yeah, because it's a safe. It can't be contained. Like they have to lock
that's
it
the
in
opposite
because
of what a
there's
safe does.
there's that much content.
They've contained it completely. The whole game
Like
is contained
there's
in this
too
safe.
much content. They have to lock it in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Civ just on the simple fact that it doesn't look like trash.
World of Zoo.
It doesn't fit.
I genuinely would.
It doesn't
would-
fit, but it doesn't look like trash.
I would grab World of Zoo off the shelf and shove that bad boy in my DS right now.
So I guess it's up to me, huh?
Yeah, I vote World of Zoo.
Okay.
Your friendship may or may not be riding on this.
Okay. Well,
It is
I'm picking World of Zoo.
Just despite
and it is only because Civilization 3 is just so generic and boring. World of Zoo, as bad as it is, at least it has some personality to it.
Does
You know,
have-
those animals are the George Foreman grill,
Tiger.
cheetah.
What happened? Did it swallow a mandarin orange? What's at the end of its tail?
What?
Why is the end of its
What?
tail so fat?
Bulbous? They have bulbous.
Why is there a polar bear back there?
Is there a polar bear back there? There's a polar bear
Why
back
is-
there.
It looks like he's wearing a tie.
It's white. It's white bear, Zach.
That's right.
It's white. It's white bear.
Also, that tiger has some serious BO, and you can tell because one of the penguins is like kind of like.
Okay. The lion is very irritated by it. All right, so World of Zoo moves on, correct?
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
All right, well, let's see what it'll be up against in the second round. Let's go to match 2. Oh. We got Alex Rider Stormbreaker on the DS versus Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox 360. Never heard of this game before in my life.
What is Alex Rider Stormbreaker?
I've never heard of this. I've never heard of that game, and looking at the cover, I have no idea what it's about.
Who's Alex Rider?
That guy right there.
Is he like an actor?
I mean,
Because I feel like he couldn't have been alive anywhere near the lifetime of the person who made this cover.
yeah, right. I don't know what they're going for here.
I think something's ringing a bell. I don't know if it's like a James Patterson book novel series or if it's just like, is he like Kid James Bond? Is that sort of Alex Rider? Like, is that maybe what it is? I see something's ringing a bell with Alex Rider now that I'm like thinking about it a little bit, but I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about the name Alex Rider being.
That does sound very. That does. Alex Rider does sound very like.
It sounds like it would fit, but not with a James Bond. Like like
no, it sounds like it would fit for like a male adult film star.
Yeah, that's it. That's actually it.
Alex Rider. Yeah, I mean that's perfect. It's a perfect
Might
adult
be what
film
it's about.
name.
Okay, but let's dissect the parts of it. I mean, look at the font, and then you got this big yellow glow behind Stormbreaker.
I feel like they really wanted it to be silver, and they knew that you couldn't read it, and so they put the yellow behind it.
I don't know if I even really like their choice of color on this. All the reds.
Different. If it had been like maybe a couple different shades, it probably would have worked. But the spectrum of everything.
I'm really hoping it's a low res photo because
I think it is because you can see like I think that might be a flash.
Yeah, flash.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can see it pretty clear though. It's just they did some like little blurring effects on the red and on the top there.
Also, I mean, I don't know how petty this is, but it's a DS game, and
fuck DS.
It's a DS game, and I
hate the DS.
I don't know. I feel like this could be a first-person shooter, and I don't know how I feel about that.
But here's the thing: we are not rating it based on the game. We are rating it only about the box art. It's only about the art. It doesn't matter what the game is.
The idea, we've talked about the idea of like, would you want to play it based on seeing the box art though? So that's a thing. If you
that is an element.
That is not an interesting game to play.
I might buy it, but that's because I can't look at this box art without immediately assuming the game is $5.
I think. Oh yeah, that's true. I think
it looks like something it's in the bin.
This is easy, but I mean, you got THQ, so that's a mark of bargain bins written all over it. No offense, THQ, but that's
No offense to THQ, but
no offense to THQ, but
goes in the bargain bin.
But it's kind of true, especially for like this era of THQ.
Well, do you like the little the hexagons with the iconic cast of characters in the background?
the iconic
also,
cast of.
Okay, so why is his grandma a hexagon, and why did they think that she deserved to have half of her face cut off?
Oh yeah, he's like,
yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of questions here. I don't know.
He looks dumbfounded. Can we look at Alex Rider for a second? He looks completely.
Okay, I'm looking. I'm sorry. I'm looking up what Alex Rider is. I have to do that at least.
All right, because it's not lasting around, right?
He looks
no, it's not. It's absolutely not lasting around.
He looks like he's like just watched like somebody walk across the street with like an elephant with like tic-tac-toe paint on. He looks like weird, like he's seen something weird, is like dumbfounded.
Alex Rider is a series of spy novels written by British author Anthony Horowitz. Novels are around teenage spy Alex Rider, and is primarily it's a YA novel.
Anthony, wait, what was his name?
The British author's name is Anthony Horowitz.
That's a better name than Alex Rider.
That's not the name.
Here we go. So he wrote some Sherlock Holmes novels. The estate of Ian Fleming chose Horowitz to write Bond novels utilizing unpublished material by Fleming. So he did write James Bond books. This is why like it was coming to me. He wrote some scripts for Agatha Christie's Poirot, Midsomer Murders, which are both shows that I'm quite fond of. Awesome. I don't care about Alex Rider though.
I thought you were going to tell me what the game was about, or how the game.
So it's probably based on. So the very first Alex Rider game is called Stormbreaker, and I believe it's based on the film Alex Rider Stormbreaker, which was a movie that came out. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that actor is.
Okay. Well, let's look at
talk about Red Dead Redemption.
Let's look at Red Dead Redemption here. I think this is a great box art.
I think this is a phenomenal box. I've always really liked this one.
It tells you so much about the game too.
Yeah, I mean, you immediately get the vibe. It's very simple, but
immediately.
But I always love the little split down the middle. You know, where you got the character and then there's like two different sides to it, and it just kind of transitions the image there. And it's all in red. I like it. I mean, it's reminiscent of like the kind of box arts we've liked in the past, like Blood Rain, where you got your character in the beginning, in the front, that basically sells it right there, but then the little things in the background to complement it.
There are so many other things too that I would like get from this. I just don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we'll see it next
round. Already know
Stormbreaker. Right. I mean, it's kind of hard not to, but I kind of
want to save it a little bit.
Rockstar does have an extremely strong. I think they have a really good record in terms of making like a really strong, in-your-face box arts, and like.
Well, this is so they make like one game every 5 years, right?
At this point, it's like longer than that. But I love the perspective. I mean, this is easy. We ranted and raved about Alex Rider Stormbreaker because of how bad it is.
Red Dead's going to give World of Zoo a run for its money in the second round, I tell you. Run for its money.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I'm sure it will, Zach. I'm sure it will.
So let's go into match 3. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Pokemon Legends Arceus versus Greatest Heavyweights.
I'm going to bat for this one.
Well, okay, so we got a super modern one in there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I actually just started playing this recently, only like a couple hours in. Greatest Heavyweights, that is.
Yeah, I know you're a really big boxing fan, Zach. I know you.
Some of the greats.
You really like. You're like Evander Holyfield.
Floyd Patterson.
Joe Frazier.
Jack Dempsey. I know these names at least. So like.
I do too. Most of them.
I really don't like being that person, but like they all look like the same person.
What are you talking about? No, they don't. No, they don't. What do you mean? You can't say that.
I'm just like I thought it was like actor headshots of the same guy for the first 10 seconds when I saw it.
Wow.
Wow. Jack Dempsey has a trademark on his name. Joe Louis also has
boxing.
Why do they have I guess they have trademarks next to their names, which I think is interesting.
Why are they all like looking at the camera, barring the like one person on the bottom right who's just like at the side? He's like they pointed it in the wrong spot, and so he's just like leaning into it.
No, they're all doing the same sort of. They're doing the same sort of thing. It's just you gotta look tough, you know. They're taking your picture. You're like, some doing this, some doing that, you know.
Okay, so it's not a good box art though.
No, it's awful. It's absolutely terrible.
It's
like they felt like if we have all these names that everybody recognizes.
Well, it's crazy just from box art battle samples alone, like how bad all the like sports games of the Genesis era like are every time. The box art it's never good. It's like there was that one game where it was just like a picture of a stadium.
Yeah, that was the one with Pete was on. That was horrible. It was a horrible
like
box.
More often than not, that's the kind of box art we're getting with these old sports games. It's really weird.
And this is made by Sega. This is Sega Sports, and they can't step up to the plate or step into the ring and make a good good. I mean, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
They're usually so consistent with their games too.
Sega Sports were usually generally pretty well regarded in terms of their games. I don't know about this game. I couldn't.
Wait, there was an actual boxer named Rocky. I thought it was
Rocky
just a
Marciano.
movie character.
Well,
I think
that's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I think that's not the Rocky. That's not Balboa.
Yeah, he didn't defeat Creed. All right, so
right.
Pokemon Legends Arceus. What do we think of the Pokemon box art?
I mean, it's fantastic.
It's what's one of the things that I really kind of like about this box art, just in general, is for Pokemon standards, it's very different.
Yeah, it really captures what the game is about compared to like a picture of a lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean those are like iconic in their own ways, I think, but like this one really stands out as like it feels like the sort of like the effort that they put into like the mystery dungeon box arts. It's like they're really focusing on
right,
you know, the aspect of really trying to depict the aspect of like what the game is about. So
and they do a great job because like the expansive world, you can go to all these places. You see the like mountaintop, which is this big location that you can see in every location in the game throughout the whole story, and so you're always looking towards it. Like Pikachu in the bottom right is one of the cutest like drawings of a Pikachu I've ever seen.
I was gonna say my least favorite part of the box actually is that Pikachu.
Really?
Why?
I think he's looking in a weird direction.
He has this weird derp face, and it's adorable.
I don't like the way he's facing.
I prefer the Cyndaquil because he's adorable.
Oh, the Cyndaquil is great. Yeah, and that's the thing too. They have all the starters, and then they have like iconic Pokemon that you're going to see. There's obviously Pikachu. Lucario is ham-fisted into everything. You have Bidoof. You have Bidoof.
Yeah, why do they have Bidoof there? Is my next question.
Because they needed something to get cut off by the logo. Like that, and again, Bidoof is everywhere in the first area, and then you have Rhyhorn, which is an interesting choice because Rhyhorn does not. It shows up in like one location, and
he's iconic. You know, he's Gen 1, so it's all for all those Gen 1ers out there. They need
but if you wanted to go back and like or reference the origin of Pokemon, since this is a prequel,
right on.
Have it be Rhydon. That would have been, but then again, you couldn't have the owl perch on it, and so I think they also kind of were thinking about that. but like you could tell the wind is blowing. The like Arceus, it's set like the color and font choice they chose is like pops out at you and is so nice. Like just as you see the blue of the sky and mountain and like the ice blend into the fields, you have the blue and then eventually the green of the like Pokemon Legends, and then the Arceus is in the script, like the
sort of like it's in kind of the the calligraphy sort of script is pretty sweet. I mean, easily gets my vote.
Yeah, I like the colorization
immediately.
Yeah, got my vote.
Composition is extremely high. Yeah.
All right, so you want to move on?
Yeah.
Right.
3, 2, 1, click. Oh boy.
What the?
Paperboy 2, Super Nintendo versus Quicks.
The first thought I had is Paperboy does not look good, and then I looked over and thought, okay, what the hell is Quicks?
Is it Kicks? Is it Kicks? Is it Quicks?
I immediately thought Quicks, but
why is there a picture of Cthulhu by the logo?
What? Where?
Like the original Game Boy, and then it has this eldritch.
No, that's two people. Yeah, have you never seen that before?
No.
Yeah, so that's like so with a Game Link. So there were very few of these games actually, really, for as much money as you could spend on this. But with the Game Link cable, that was the way that they showed consumers how this game you can link together and you can play against someone else. So
you know what this looks like, and Alec, I at least know that you're gonna get this. It looks like from the cover. It looks like it would be. It reminds me of Stratagema from Star Trek.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, where they're trying.
I was like, I don't know what that is, and then I was like, and then you said Star Trek.
They're drawing boxes and trying to make them like a color. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, it's classic arcade action in the palm of your hand. I'll tell you what.
Kicks. Why? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard of this arcade game.
Why is there the shadow of a block in on the word Kicks?
Oh.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. That is an excellent question.
that's supposed to be the shadow of that thing.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. It's like popping out.
Choice.
Which is weird because that means that we're upside down, and that the floor is actually what the.
I mean, are we looking at the floor? I don't even know what we're looking at. We're just looking at geometry.
There's little bolts of fire.
It says classic arcade action in the palm of your hand, but I've never heard of this game.
It looks like it's trying to rely on the fact you know what this game is, but
it's just I've never heard of an arcade game that remotely resembles this.
It's probably a shooter or / puzzle game. Maybe it's a mix of both. Yeah. It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Way to narrow it down, Alec. It's either a shooter or it's a puzzle.
Puzzle game? It's probably
not a puzzle game. That's my take.
Yes, because all the classic
arcade games,
walking simulator games in the arcades.
All right, so not doing it for me.
I'm looking it up.
Box art's not doing it for me. How do I feel about?
Really? I really like it in comparison to whatever we're seeing here. Kicks is a 1981 puzzle video game developed by husband and wife team Randy and Sandy Pfeiffer and published in arcades by Taito. Boom.
Boom, you got it.
Boom.
I mean, we knew it had to be an actual arcade game.
But we all knew it was a puzzle game.
We just couldn't figure out
we all knew. Was this Gaslight Alec? What is what is this?
We all were saying it, and Alec, you actually hesitant to even start.
You can't say classic arcade action in the palm of your hand and have it be not based on an arcade game. That would just be dumb.
Well, yeah.
We just couldn't necessarily intuit what it was from the box.
Okay, Paperboy 2. What's going on here on the left side? This just needs to be addressed real quick.
Why is there slime?
This green is taking over.
The slime. The Mindscape slime. It's the same shade of green as the Mindscape logo.
I'll tell you what's the green on the left side. You see, they look at. All right. Well, first look at the boy. Look at how happy he is. Look at how unlikely it is that he's going to land safely.
Is he happy, or is he really, really stressed? And that's just like
I know that's
not
like
one of the two. But that's the thing. It's perfect. That's exactly what you're going for the game. They had one chance to get this shot, and it was so perfect. and then they noticed that the drunk uncle wandered into the shot on the left, and they said, "Okay, that's fine. We'll cut it out." And
that's probably so. You're just gonna have some green slime on the side.
They don't have Magic Eraser yet in the era that the game came out, so they just were like, "Okay, we got to crop this photo somehow."
Well, you see, it does say Mindscape, and that has some green on it, that little logo. So maybe that's like the Mindscape touch. You know, it does it on every Mindscape game. There's some green coming over.
Or maybe they hoped that you would think that when they cropped out the old man.
Maybe they thought you'd think that when you're looking at this like 30 years later and you're analyzing it on a YouTube channel.
Legitimately, though, I think the box art would actually be better if there was like a person looking up from that spot, like a reaction to him.
Yeah, like a dog or something. Or don't dogs attack you in Paperboy?
Like a dad with barbecue. Like he has the like cliche like the hot dog on the stick. And he's looking like, what?
or a spatula or something. He's flipping. He's like mid flip his burger. So you got to get the extra dynamic of the shot.
Exactly what we're missing is this something in that spot.
Actually, based off of my first observation, do you think this is a real photo or do you think it's a drawing? Because if it's a drawing,
I mean that does look like a legit photograph to me. It
looks like a legit photo, and the thing is, if it's a drawing, then there's no excuse for the slime.
Yeah.
Like if it's a photo, you can at least say that they were trying to cut out Grandpa, but like
they could have taken it again. I mean, this is a really death-defying stunt. They could only perform once. That's still not an excuse.
Oh well, the thing is, they had already they couldn't hire another kid, and he was. He was not
horribly
okay.
injured. He was horribly injured after filming this. I mean, he's not wearing a helmet for Pete's sake, you know. Like
he's wearing a hat and it's backwards. Come on,
very cool.
Well, it's because he's cool. He's a hip paper delivery boy.
That's really not a cool system for like delivering paper. That's like a lot to deal with.
Okay, I have. So it says it has a Nintendo logo on the games, obviously. Why are there dots that are getting increasingly like close together?
So that's a staple of Super Nintendo games. I don't really know why they did that.
Also, why? So it's the Nintendo seal in the bottom left is like a different. They like made it more ovular than it is on the kicks.
Ovulating. The Nintendo logo is ovulating, and you can tell that by the ribbon around it.
Why they could have made it rounded? It would still have fit.
What do we? I don't
see. So you see the Nintendo.
I don't know what you're criticizing.
Original Nintendo seal of quality on Paperboy 2 is
the classic seal of quality.
Is more of like an egg shape than the one.
Oh, okay. Then on the Game Boy,
and it didn't need to be.
I think they altered because I think Kicks might be a little older a game. I know they changed the seal of quality a couple of times. So
yeah, no. I mean the Super Nintendo box art
was the Super Nintendo
has always been ugly. So it's like
Game Boy. I feel
Are you saying the border for Super Nintendo has always been ugly?
Yeah.
Lies.
Look at it. Tell me.
I mean, it does.
I love it. I've always loved it.
Why is there the random block of red?
I don't like the red because it's matching the Super Nintendo. So it's like that's like it's almost like framing. It's like a little extra detail to frame it.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing that I don't like is the purple square. I don't like that one.
Well,
I've never really liked that.
The purple matches the 2.
Come on, but the Super Nintendo border has consistently ruined some box arts in the past for me. Like you'd have a really nice box art, but it has to be shoved in this little spot and then be framed by.
I'm trying to ignore that. Honestly,
it is also successfully like
enhanced.
Mortal Kombat 2 enhanced that box art tremendously. Nah. Yeah. Okay, what do you mean? Nah. You can go back. You can go back and watch the box art battles where Mortal Kombat 2 was significantly enhanced by the.
Stop trying to squeeze views out of your co-host.
That's right.
Paperboy 2. I do like the logo kinda. The Paperboy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how
fun.
about the compare Kicks compared with the Weird Shadow compared to Paperboy 2 with the Hanging 2?
It's a lot more
Like,
clean, in my
do you think?
opinion, the Paperboy side.
Do you
I mean,
think
it's clean. It's like newsprint, right?
I,
I mean, it
I
doesn't
look
look
at
like
I look at
newsprint.
Kicks and I keep thinking that, like, wondering whether the eye is a triangle or a diamond, and just got
We'll
cut
never
off.
know.
And yeah, that
We'll
bothers
never,
me.
we'll never know. It's true.
The hanging 2 for the Paperboy is just so nice.
Mhm.
It, to me, that
Like-
just by itself elevates it above Kicks.
Yeah, to me, look, the box art for Paperboy 2 pops a lot more than Quicks.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of liking the simplicity and the geometrical stuff of Kit. I'm preferring that. The thing about Paperboy, I would 100% be on your side if it wasn't for the waterfall of green slime that he's
Just that.
going towards.
Okay,
Now,
Yeah.
now here's the thing. So Paperboy, if you don't know what the game looks like exactly, I'm guessing that that is like the lawn color typically of Paperboy. So maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know why it's a wall of
That's a screenshot
slime,
from the
but
game coming in.
It's a screenshot from the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming
I
in.
mean-
Yeah, it's like wiping over. I'm kind of rooting for Kicks right now though. I
mean-
just there's something about the simplicity, the explosions, the
Kicks-
geometry.
Kicks
nice.
is a much better box by a wide margin, in my opinion. Except the thing is, like, the 2 on Paperboy really is selling me. Like, it's carrying the whole thing. But
just like the O is carrying the 2. Yeah.
Look, if Quicks goes forward, I will not call it anything other than Quicks. That's all I'll say.
Okay. All right. Well,
My vote's for Paperboy.
my
2.
vote is for Kicks.
oh gosh, I'm gonna go with Kicks.
Oh,
Get your Kicks.
Like,
Like
it-
66.
kicks. I was surprised. You were kind of riding high on Paperboy.
I was, but then as I was talking about how much it was being carried by the 2, it slowly dawned on me how terrible everything else in it was.
No, look, I genuinely think if you
No,
take
I-
away that green, I think the blue would look really nice with just that logo in it.
Yeah, but then there's
It
all
would.
this crap on the side.
Oh, well, that's a Super
the
Nintendo.
random blocks of different colors.
No,
The
I love
dots,
it. I
the,
love
like,
I love the Super Nintendo box art.
it looks like they took the, like,
their box design is amazing. I
the
will hear nothing of it.
original Nintendo seal of quality, and they put it through the Mystic Aquarium Penny Crusher to, like, flatten it out.
Okay, well, I
We gotta make it
wholeheartedly
look like it's
disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. I would never pick up Quicks off the shelf looking like that, but it moves on. All right.
It does.
You want to go into match 5? 3, 2, 1, click.
That one was a lot
Oh.
closer.
Look who
Whoa.
it is. The Grand Theft Auto
Speaking of
5
Rockstar.
versus Motocross Maniacs.
It's so hard to not be biased with this, because so far every single one we've had has, for the most part, been a game I know of and a game I've never seen before.
Okay, and also it's been a
It's
good
hard
box
to,
art
like-
and a bad box art. For the most
Yeah,
part.
it has been for the most part.
It's
But
like
here-
glaringly a lot more. It's a lot more clean on the left than the right. You just immediately can tell, right?
Oh, it's clean. It's definitely clean, but like I don't discount Motocross Maniacs right off the
Also,
bat.
yeah, a lot of
let's
that cleanliness is the fact that the image isn't as good too. So I would want to hold that against Motocross Maniacs.
Well, I mean, just
No, that's a pretty-
the
pretty-
typography itself and like the
Well,
composition. of it.
look at the little. Are the little dots on the white tiles supposed to be there, or is that just because of the quality of the image?
What?
Oh, down the bottom left?
Yeah, no, that's. Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
that's supposed
yeah,
to be there.
that-
That's like
we
the
have
checkered. It's like the checkered flag.
We have the egg-shaped seal again too. So I guess you were right.
hmm yeah. And here we have the Cthulhu again as well.
You did- You know, it's funny because like I've never seen that as anything other than two people holding.
Yeah,
Game
but
Boys
actually,
linked
I
together.
totally see
But
it.
now I can see. I do too. He's
like
like,
the
he's going
Rorschach
like, you know, there's like tendrils coming up.
It's a Rorschach test.
I
Like you
get
can
it
see
now.
different
I see.
things when you
Yeah.
you interpret it differently.
That's pretty great.
All right, so
That's where the maniacs come from.
you know,
Grand Theft Auto
okay.
5.
Here's the thing.
Let's start there.
It's fantastic box art.
It's a great box.
Do
art.
we have?
What?
Are
It's
there
a what box
dogs
art?
that you
Great.
fight in Grand Theft Auto 5?
They're dogs.
There's a dog in that game.
It's got
I
probably
think
in
there's
the
dogs in
story
that
at
game.
least. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, you've got Trevor. There he is, right there with the
True.
sniper rifle.
I mean, this isn't like
Now that I know what now that I know what the Cthulhu thing actually means, seeing it almost turns me off from a Game Boy game because it immediately gives the impression to me that that if you like don't have friends, you have less fun.
Oh,
Like you
that.
you need
Can
friends.
you imagine
to
it?
have
So what if they put those on the Pokemon boxes?
They wouldn't. They would have gotten like half the sales at least. It would have tanked.
I mean, well,
it would have. Okay, but let's go back. Grand Theft Auto 5 though. What did you say about it, Zach?
Yeah. So it's not my favorite. That's not like I've never been in love with like even like the Grand Theft Auto in general. They have similar box arts in different games, right? With like the box
Like
style.
comic panels, basically.
Yeah, comic panels, which is like it's cool, but it's never been like standout box art to me. But I do think it's a clean composition in terms of how everything's framed in there.
I mean the line of action in each picture is really clear, which is
the
good,
art style is
solid.
really nice.
Yeah. Yes. I mean it's like it is going to that comic aesthetic. I mean even back to the first Grand Theft Auto, they were using sort of like this sort of comic book look to the art. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's clean to a degree, but it's also like it is true that it's a little busy. Clean, but it's busy, if that makes sense.
And honestly, if I were to make a box art for Grand Theft Auto, I would probably make it differently. Like, it doesn't really sell me. Like, if I didn't know what Grand Theft Auto was, it doesn't really sell me on the whole vibe of the game. Like, I would emphasize the more open world nature of it. This is just kind of like it could, if I didn't know what it was, it'd be like action. It's just like a generic.
Well, wait a minute. You're
I
saying
do not know what Grand Theft Auto is, though. That's kind of the crazy part about it.
Right.
Well, I mean,
like,
you're saying it doesn't sell the open world, and I'm seeing a helicopter, a motorbike, a jet ski, like a car with like what are you talking about?
Oh well, fuck you.
Like that's.
No, I'm saying like
I mean,
you could say that, but I mean in any like linear game, you have different levels with different things. You know, it could just be like here's an action.
But yeah, but you
mission.
could even see the like theme park in the background of the jet ski one.
I guess that's true.
Like to me, each of these like those three like the different vehicles and images you see really kind of builds into the like to me that kind of sells the idea of it being more open, like
the fantasy of being able to do any and all of these things, including dog barking, the fantasy of
and like yeah, and like what car, if they were having linear levels, what car stealing game would say, okay, this is the level where you steal a jet ski?
Plenty. I played level based games where you do stuff like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This looks like Wave Race to me. All right. So let's look at Motocross Maniacs.
You shut up.
It bothers me that the Motocross Maniacs is like covering up the person.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. I like the art a lot. What I don't like is that logo. That logo is awful.
It looks like it's pushing him over.
It is. It's like not even like. It is. Yeah, it's like lopsided, kind of.
If it was like 60% of the size of what it is, be so much better.
Yeah.
Because then you really get like all of this cool like swirls, and it's almost like they're playing with perspective and stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you say that you like what is going on? It looks like it's like the race is like curving like a Sonic the Hedgehog curve.
Yeah, it is. They're playing with like perspective and like jumps
like
and stuff. So it's almost like they're jumping through the hoop, which is also part of a track.
Those two bikes look like they're in the middle of a collision.
Yep.
They might be.
Maniacs. I mean.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's it's a fun sort of like playing, like I said, playing with perspective a little bit, but like that giant, horrendous yellow on the red, it's it just looks.
It really gets you hungry.
It doesn't.
I'll tell you what.
It doesn't.
The yellow and red.
It gets you hungry for some Cheetos.
Especially compared to the like more sleek Grand Theft Auto, which almost like feels like it's built into the divider between the different scenes, and then like the 5 is on top of it. Like it gives this impression of depth from the way that it looks. Like it looks like it was placed on top of the box art, and then it looks like the V was placed on top of that, and then it looks like the 5 was placed on top of that. Like
I also like how that's the subtlety of that being like money. The 5.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that.
The V looks like an actual like dollar bill kind of like patterning. If you've ever really looked closely at money, and then the 5 is very much the same sort of print as is on American money. So
yeah, you put these two next to each other. The contrast between the two compositions and the typography is very noticeable.
Yeah, very.
It also bothers me that motocross has been shortened to Modoc because the Nintendo seal, whereas like the Grand Theft Auto one seems to have planned around the seals because there's nothing
down there. Moto C.
Yeah, there's nothing being cut off that's that important.
Yeah.
They even moved the dog's collar so that we could see that its name was like Lucky or whatever.
Actually, I think that might be it. That might actually be the name of the dog. It's kind of hard to tell.
That or Arf. It looks like it might be Arf or Chief.
Arf.
All right, well, I vote for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, it's easy GTA 5.
Okay,
right.
So match number 6. 3, 2, 1. Click. Oh no.
Ooh.
WarioWare Smooth Moves versus Madden NFL 15. Not again.
Oh.
Not again, not another Madden.
It's like the same exact composition of the other Madden box that we did. With the logo, the freaking EA Sports right in the middle. It's exact.
Yeah, why is it in the middle?
Because you want to know what kind of game it is.
It's annoying,
an EA Sports game there. Boom.
I don't like it there.
I mean, maybe he's got a huge dong, and they're trying to.
I mean, that was my first thought.
Avert the eyes of
everyone's thoughts went to first.
That's where everyone's first thought is that. Yeah.
What's with his talk to the hand thing?
Is that his thing?
Looks like he's.
Is he
it's like he's. I can't. I
don't understand anything about football, and I'm 90% certain that you can't block somebody that way. You can't just hold up your hand and say you can't pass.
It's got to be like his touchdown thing, right?
That is a little Richard. That is Richard Sherman, who is played for the Seattle Seahawks.
Maybe he's saying like, "Get back away, it's spreading." For talking about the logo.
He's talking about.
You'll get infected.
He's like you're talking about his dong.
Oh, yeah, back away! It's a dangerous weapon.
I like the contrast between these two box arts. It's like very green versus very pink overall.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So it's just like the other Madden one where it's like simple, one guy in the middle doing a pose.
I don't think this is as effective as Gronk spiking, because I don't really know what is happening here, because like this looks like it's like a step away from a personal foul, like a personal foul, like a face mask or something. Like he's doing this to like block or something, or maybe he's like holding it up to catch. It's a very weird pose for
if he's blocking
football.
too.
I don't really know.
If he's blocking too, it's not going to work because the foot that needs to be grounded is in the air.
Hold on. Who is Richard? Who I don't really know Richard Sherman all that well, so I don't know.
Well, we don't know. Then that's the box art's supposed to let us know.
Do you think this is a real picture of him, or if they like
Madden 15? It's a statement of intent. Madden 15 was focused on defense, adding in improvements for pass rushing, tackling, and AI. So it is intending to show defense, but this doesn't look like a very good defensive move.
It looked, yeah,
That's my point.
Looked actually terrible. It looks like the ball hitting his hand would knock him over.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably intending to like just have hands on someone coming in.
He's throwing hands.
That's right.
He's gonna be throwing hands. Yeah.
All right, so
Well, let's look at WarioWare smooth moves.
Meanwhile, the first thought that I have with WarioWare smooth moves is that every negative thing we could say about the box art is something that he is clearly thinking.
How dare they say that about me?
Well, no. I mean, like, it looks like any criticism we could come up with is something that Wario in this image is already contemplating. Just like, what's with this? What's with this box?
Right.
He's like judging his own box art.
Are you talking about the noses in the background?
Well, not just the noses, but like the swooshing Wii remote, things like that. It looks like he's just like, what is this shit? Like looking at the box art.
I kind of dig it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Make no mistake, it was the best box art I've ever seen.
His annoyance.
What is this? What is this, Dubs? What is this?
No, I'm saying his annoyance with his own box art to me is like one of the most Wario things ever, and it.
He's just trying to get out of the way of the Wii remote. It's smoothly moving over his head.
Have you guys played WarioWare Smooth Moves?
No,
I have not.
I have. It's a fun time. I mean, it kind of.
What?
You kind of get the vibe from it, but it's also a very unique box art in that there's not many box arts you can say are like primarily pink in their whole color scheme, and like a WarioWare game
pink
at that,
and
it's
white.
like pink
makes it stand out,
and the smooth moves with that like nice font with the pink as well.
I love that's like a 70s sort of like like a disco font almost.
It feels like a strong contrast too, because at first glance I thought it was like a pink background full of hearts, and then you see his and then it's like the cheesy smooth moves, but then you like look and you see his derpy face, and then you realize that it's noses, not hearts,
right?
And like it's just like that. Yeah, I really like this, but it has a lot of character.
And do you like the whoosh of the blur of the Wii remote? Are you a fan?
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to make it weird, but like look at the dispersion of the combs of the swoosh. Like that's
what
really
I always
clean.
look for in a swoosh. Yeah, it is nice. It's
Combs?
interesting they chose to go from the comb paper shred technique, which I like to refer to it as. It's more like a paper being shredded, and then it goes into the full block.
Yeah, and that makes sense too, because that would block off the logo. Like if it would take away from the logo if it was in the shredded state while it was passing over that.
I could see that.
But it would just look stupid if there wasn't the shredding though, because the shredding kind of implies the movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one of the things that I tend to really like about box arts is when they can do and say a lot with very little. Here you've got like it's the classic WarioWare logo. So it's like that's like the color of that is all pretty much the same. The small bits of like yellow and blue and everything, but a lot of white, which really matches the Wii box art. The white kind of like I don't know what you call that little thing on the top. The general Wii framing of their boxes. A lot of white
clean.
is clean. Yeah,
it's nice.
They're clean.
They learned their lesson from the Super Nintendo.
Yes, is a little messy and 90s chaotic for sure. The arcing of the Wii, the Wii remote coming in. I think where you guys were talking about like sort of that tearing, I actually think that's sort of also matched in the lettering of the Smooth Moves logo.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of that, like again, sort of like that disco kind of the groovy sort of font style there is sort of matched with that kind of sort of tearing effect a little bit. And we have a couple different shades of pink, but they all blend really well together. It looks pretty nice. I will say especially because like one of the shades of pink is like a kind of a harsh magenta, but it's it works for whatever reason. It's like not one of my favorite colors. It's not a very good shade of pink, but it works for this box art, and it like I think because so much of it is taken up by the lighter pink of the nose, the noses in the background. I think that offsets. If it was just like the straight kind of this hot pink look, that would have been like it would have been a lot. That would have been too much. It would too much hot pink.
They knew when to stop.
They knew when to stop or to add because they just like, oh, we'll put the noses in the background instead.
Yeah, if it was just pure pink, it would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is another easy one for me, but for WarioWare.
Yeah, WarioWare.
Yeah.
Looks like...
Yeah, I mean, I would like to vote for the Madden one, but it's just I don't like his pose. I like their clean.
That's
I like
the
focus
only
on the
thing
athlete.
that happens in this box art.
I like that. No, I know, but I like the focus of the athlete and everything, but like, yeah, I hate that pose.
But that's
I
the
don't know
thing
what he's
with
doing.
so far. I mean, a lot of times these are all randomized, so it usually doesn't work out this way. Sometimes it does, but it's like actually seeded pretty well for a tournament bracket. It's not like two heavy hitters at the gate.
Oh yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Like the second best one is actually like ranked 8th because of the tournament bracket.
Yeah. All right, let's go match number 7. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! It's Build-A-Bear Workshop: A Friend for All Seasons versus Battle Axe on the Switch. Okay, so
I've never heard of any. I've never heard of either of these.
Me and my brother played through Build-A-Bear Workshop: A Friend for All Seasons.
Wow!
So what
what?
kind of events this is?
What is this shovelware? What is it?
It is
What is
definitely
it?
shovelware. I have it is not memorable at all. You know, it was like one of those quick little things to play through. I believe.
By the Game Factory.
Did you get out of a cereal box?
Proprietor of True Junk.
The
Game Factory.
Yeah.
Why does the one mast have 2 sails?
Sometimes they did.
Yeah, isn't that how that
You could have multiple. Yeah, you can have multiple sails on a single mast.
Also, it looks like they're missing half their ship, and that the back end is just a slug.
It's sinking.
It is.
Actually,
It
the ship is
slug.
sinking. The friendship. The friendship is the name of the ship. Is sinking.
The ship's sinking.
Okay,
The
so
friendship
They
is
shouldn't have
sinking.
tried to escape Paradise Island back then.
do we admire what they're going for here, where they have it's supposed to be like
No.
almost like a patch?
No. The patchwork design.
Like the whole thing is like got the dotted line around with a button. I generally
it's
don't
very
like
much-
framing like this. It's kind of like those leapfrog games where they'll have a weird thing going around the outside that we've seen like weird ones before.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I generally
Yeah,
think most
I
box
don't
arts suffer
like
from
it.
when that happens. When you put your own frame within the frame of the box art. You know, usually it's to its own detriment. I feel
They
'cause-
didn't even just put their own frame within the frame. They did it wrong because you can see the dotted line that they were supposed to fit.
well, they were supposed
Like
to take
the-
out the dotted line. They left it in accidentally.
yeah, that's all.
Yeah, and the island back there with the rainbow and with the it's not exactly relevant, but I just wanted to say it looks like they've been like shot down by like Strawberry Shortcake for trying to escape her island.
It's the LJN logo. It's trying to warn us, Zach. That's the LJN logo. It does kind of look like I think that's the exact same 3 colors in the LJN logo. Hold on, let me look that up. No, that's too bad. The LJN logo is actually way more colorful than that. That was unfair of me. How dare I speak LJ into this
Also,
clearly
what's this?
masterful?
Oh, that's a bear in a dress. I thought that was like a pirate gnome thing in the background. That's like I was gonna call Sad Beard because they took his ship.
No,
I mean, it might
that's a
be.
classic bear in the dress situation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have many comments. Let's move on to Battle Axe on the Switch.
Which is
I mean,
something.
the first instinct I had was, I should look up this game. So I feel like it's doing its job.
My
Really?
first instinct was to avert my eyes from this scary man.
I mean, it doesn't look good, but like it's doing its job of making me intrigued by what the heck this game is.
Well, it looks like, I mean, it's classic Dungeons and Dragons, right? So
they even have female drifts.
You've got a drow, you've got wizard here. It looks like you've got a tiefling, and then classic dwarf with a giant cannon on his shoulder. That's classic Dungeons and Dragons right there.
Love him. I just look at the face on our main man wizard here. It's terrifying.
His nose is falling off. It looks like his nose is falling off.
My nose is falling off.
Also, boy, you can tell that he has those like shoes that like curl up at the toes. Like, look at that sticking out of his moo-moo.
Out of his I'm sorry, out of his what?
Moo-moo.
What the hell is it? What is that? What is a moo-moo?
That's the type of thing that he's wearing.
Sure. All right.
I misspoke. She's not a tiefling. She's actually the shoot. What is the snake people race in D&D?
Yuan-Ti?
Yeah, Yuan-Ti. Yeah. Yep.
This woman in the background, is that her?
Yeah. She's just looming. She's just looming back there.
Naked.
I don't know. She looks like she's kind of semi-naked at least.
Yeah.
I mean,
and she
doesn't have to wear pants, and her hair is covering herself. So why do you care? Like that's
what you say on her?
Like,
what'd you say about her legs?
Like some stitch work going on her leg there.
I don't know if that's her.
She's a snake person. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's more like where her body turns into a snake.
Oh. Really?
Maybe, possibly. I don't know. We could be wrong, but that's kind of what I'm starting to think right now.
The prominent shoe bulge is really bothering me.
I don't know if that's what that is. I mean, it might be.
It looks like that's what it is. Because you can see his like very well-toned leg muscles sticking out from some of the.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really frank. I don't like that logo of Battle Axe.
Ew, yeah,
at all.
There's something disturbing about it. Like it's got some like weird texture.
Can we say neither?
No, we have to vote for one. I think they're going for like a gauntlet kind of thing with Battle Axe. I think that's kind of what I'm getting from it. But I don't really like the art style that much. I don't know. Nothing, the logo, the general art style, it's just kind of like.
Build-A-Bear Workshop knows what it's got. It's got brand recognition, and it puts it right there on the top. It sells itself. It's Build-A-Bear Workshop.
And it takes up 30% of the box.
I vote for Build-A-Bear, honestly. That's where I'm at.
I'm doing Build-A-Bear simply because I just noticed the pun.
A friend for
all seasons.
Yep,
okay, so I was gonna vote for Battle Axe just because I can't stand to look at the Build-A-Bear one, but I also can't really stand to look at the Battle Axe either. So but my vote doesn't really matter. So because it looks like you went with the Build-A-Bear, the sinking ship. I went with the word
fur. Like that,
a friend for all seasons.
Let's be real. I went with the pun. This thing is not going to last 10 seconds into the next round.
Yeah,
well, I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right, last one, round one here. 3, 2, 1. Power Rangers Dino Thunder versus Metal Gear Survive.
Metal Gear Survive.
I didn't even know this game existed.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah, it's
you won't in an hour.
Yeah, you'll forget it exists.
That's all right. Oh boy. You know, we always have like a licensed game one in here, and it's like hard to judge because it's like you're kind of using models of of characters that are already established. So it's like, what exactly do we critique here?
It looks like there's the T-Rex. The logo has a T-Rex on top of a mountain for the Power Rangers one. But at first glance, it looked like the T-Rex was like, "Paint me."
Yes,
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought was going on.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, I love Red Ranger's pose. I love this pose. It is nuts.
Yeah, there's definitely nuts involved.
Blue Ranger knows what's up too. It looks like I can't.
Blue Ranger looks like Soldier 76.
It doesn't. like I can't tell if he's about to like shoot me with a big Triceratops crossbow or if he's gonna dig a hole with it. But like he's doing something. I don't know exactly what yellow is doing. It looks like she's just kind of jumping to do it.
All right, I'll take yellow. I'm on yellow here.
Okay, I'm team red.
I'm on yellow.
Team red
here.
standing
This
by.
is a 3-player game, clearly.
Yeah.
Only 3 players.
I mean, yeah, but we all know. I mean, to be fair, Alec is going to win because of they each have their own dinosaur, right? But he's the one on the logo.
Yep, and
It's true.
Very
confident.
Paint me. He's very confident in his body. I love that.
Paint me like one of your pterodons.
Paint me like.
Yeah, I get you.
So are these like the dinos? Are these like the dinosaurs that they like turn into or control or something? Because you got Red Ranger's T-Rex.
His T-Rex staff. Oh my gosh, he can use that to grab things from far away.
That's like a golden grabber tool. That is what that. Yeah.
I was gonna say I have one of those. I use it to get stuff from the other side of my room.
There it is. Boom! There it is.
From the other side of the room.
That's what his power. That's
how
what his
power
extend.
Yeah, how far does that extend?
That extends to the other side of the room.
It does. That one does not extend. Unfortunately,
You got 5 variations of it though.
I do have this one that extends.
What? Ooh. Where's the grip on it? That's just an extended rod.
Well, then I have this one with a hook.
What?
Hook. Give us a hook.
Why?
What is this madness? I've never seen. I have it.
I just really like these things.
I've got. Sure. Okay. Yeah. All right. So
what do you think of the dinosaur on the top going down into the Power Rangers logo with its tail? I guess
becoming the lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of neat, I guess.
It's a decent enough transition. Like, I like the little point of light at the end of it. Like, I can't necessarily tell if it's from the tail or if it's from something behind the logo.
I think it's intended on the logo.
I don't like Power Rangers, but I kind of want to play this game.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, it's THQ. Here's your bargain bin. Here it is, right here. Licensed THQ.
THQ.
They always find their way in.
Like, that game looks like it's fun.
Yeah.
On that note,
it is interesting though.
Yeah, on that note.
But if it's a cooperative game, it is interesting that they went with like three Power Rangers. You know,
especially on PS2.
There's never a group of 4 friends.
PS2, but PS2, you would need a multi-tap in order to play with more than 2 people.
Oh yeah, well.
So.
Interesting. Yeah. So, I was thinking weird in the other direction, but it's actually weird to have 3.
I mean,
but.
There's usually like 6 Power Rangers, right? To me, it makes sense in the sense that you'd never be like into a Power Rangers thing where there were only 2 of them, right? So they need to give you 3,
and there'd be too many to fit in 6 of them with their dinosaurs.
So like you would just
Yeah, so you got the main one, you've got Red Ranger, and then you have the female, you get Yellow Ranger, and then it's like, who's the cool other Ranger? And it's like, Blue Ranger's got that crossbow.
Yeah, they're not gonna put Green Ranger on this over Blue Ranger.
I don't know if did they even have Green Ranger at this point? I don't know. Green Ranger was a.
Did they even have Green?
Green Ranger was still lime flavored at this point, I think. Metal Gear
Lime
Survive. Metal Gear Survive. Look, I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's uninspired. I'll just say that we've seen this kind of box art a lot, where it's just like 4 different scenes, and
it's the opposite of the Power Rangers thing, where like this doesn't look fun.
Yeah, you gotta survive.
It's like you won't live, you'll survive. It's like, yay.
It does feel like literally every other like zombie apocalypse box art.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like dark.
we gave a lot of points to Dying Light 2, I think or was it just the first Dying Light? I think it was just the first Dying Light.
Hold on, okay.
Because that box art was like great. That had all kinds of different, like the tone it set is really great. I don't think it was like too bogged down with too much detail. This is just like
This is
4
everything
scenes.
at the wall.
This is it's like
Is
4
this a guy
scenes of like
on the top right? Is this a guy with a bow looking over a cliff?
it sure
as,
is.
Like, the universe falls apart? Because I'm pretty sure you just sit behind a fence.
It sure is. That's what's going on. It looks.
Also-
it actually, honestly, it actually looks like the blue, like the blue sky laser from like every mid 2010s movie, where they had like a giant blue laser that went into the sky and that was like a boom.
If
like,
there was two on the other side of the planet, Superman had to go and punch the far one, then the one attack instead of the one attacking the city.
yes, like that, like blue sky laser.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to add this. You say zombies, and I know we all know it's zombies because we know what this game is. But
I didn't know what
I
this game
don't
was.
think I like. Well, at least I guess I did. But like going in, other than knowing that it's a zombie survival thing, I don't necessarily get that vibe from the cover either.
The bottom left.
Well, yeah, you see the like one thing, but that could
You
just
see
be
the
some weird
zombies,
guy.
the multiple zombies, the guy that's doing this, and then the guy who's like hulking over there.
Well, let's not
Those
act like
could
it's
just
clear.
be weird people.
I think it's pretty clear.
It's like
I do
dark.
not
It kind of
think
all
it's that
blends
clear.
in down there. Like you have to
Yeah.
really look closely to try
Those
to make
could
out.
be
what it-
those could be ghouls. Those could just be weird people. This is Metal Gear after all.
It could be ghouls, which would be
Metal Gear is the
basically
series where you have to
zombies.
fight some fat 500-pound guy on roller skates, right?
The-
Like
you?
this could be anything.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard of that in a Metal Gear game, but
I think it's in 2. Metal Gear 2.
I'll take your word on
So
that.
I mean, aesthetically, they're going for the like it's supposed to be dark and it's tough, kind of like it's not supposed to be all colorful, but at the same time, it's just it does all kind of blend together for me. It's got so much brown that it's like it ends up not being a remarkable box art in my eyes. It's like it doesn't stand out.
I almost feel like it would have been better. It would have been better to just have like the one scene of like the guy and like have whatever he's like taking in, whatever he's looking at. I felt like would have been way more effective.
And
than
even just
overloading
even just the image of the guy isn't good, but it gets drowned out by all the crap they have around it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like kind of the composition what they're going for, but I think it could have been done in a better way. Like
Yeah, it's too messy. I think that
it's too much
it's too
all
brown.
dark colors. Yeah.
It's too like dark brown and like dark greens and blah.
Yeah.
Like hello, the browns, dark brown. Realistic games being dark brown died
what do
a
you
whole
think
console
about-
generation ago.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think about like the V and like the font we got going on that Survive there?
The rusty V.
Like as if it was like dark and depressing. It wasn't dark and depressing enough already. It's like
I mean, it's like it's a neat design, and I do like it, but at the same time, it's very effective in making me sad. So why would I want to play the
why
game?
play it? It's just like The Last of Us. Like Ellie's sad. Why do I want to be sad?
No, The Last of Us is a great
No,
box art.
Ellie's sad, so you want to make her happy.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You don't want her to be sad anymore.
Whereas this guy, I kind of want him to be sad. I don't know. I feel like he's earned it.
We don't even know what he looks like, really. You just get like it's him
He's
wearing
not
a
even
mask.
giving us the time of day. He's not looking at us.
our way.
He's not looking our way at all.
He's
He's
turned his back on us, and you want us to
look at Red Ranger is giving us the time of day though.
Also,
look at him. What a
what is
champ.
it? Airborne? Why does he have a gas mask?
I mean, it might be maybe the virus.
You know
is
how the end of
airborne.
the survival times, you gotta wear a mask and you have guns and shit. You know how it goes.
Metro 2088 or
Always.
2038 or whatever it's called.
I vote for Power
Metro.
Rangers Dino
Yeah,
Thunder.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
That's
Dino,
pretty easy.
Dino Thunder.
It's really
Alright.
interesting because I don't even think that's remarkable.
That's not even. I don't think it's that remarkable either, but
Alright,
it's
so-
better than.
That will bring us to round
Generic
2
Survive.
here. There's 8 games remain, and our first matchup is World of Zoo versus Red Dead Redemption. Which, come on, let's hold on. We have to really talk this out,
No.
guys.
I don't think we
No,
do.
we
We
don't.
really. I mean, we don't really have to.
Can I be honest with you? The World of Zoo is like right up my alley. I would grab that game off the shelf.
What is wrong with you? Are you a glutton for punishment?
I don't know, but I like the sim kind of games. You know, like I have Sim Animals and Sim Animals Africa on the Wii.
Okay,
like
but this is not a discussion of what game would you play. It's a good discussion of what box art is not trash.
Yeah, but I'm a sucker for the colors. Look at this World of Zoo font. Do you not like the logo? I'm in.
No.
I kind of no. Here's the thing. I actually kind of like the font.
I mean, the logo is actually pretty nice, but like,
boom,
the stupid
checkmate.
tiger.
We can convince Dub of anything if we just go
No,
gang up.
I hadn't looked at it again yet.
No, okay.
But the tiger is still terrible.
I don't like the tiger.
The tiger is the worst thing.
I still think it's fun. I'm actually really curious to look at what kind of game this is after. But
yeah, is it like? I wonder if it's almost like a roller coaster tycoon or something like that.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, well,
it might be.
Maybe. Zoo Tycoon is also the name of a game, though.
Oh, Zoo Tycoon, yeah.
So World of Zoo, I don't know. It could be fun, or it could be really stupid, like Nintendogs style. But
yeah, well, Nintendogs are. I was even thinking maybe like a 2D platformer that takes place in a zoo or something. It could even be that.
But I vote for Red Dead Redemption still.
Yeah, I mean, Red Dead Redemption is just love the shading on his coat, his vest. I mean, looks great, looks good. Like the very strong.
Yeah, I mean,
shading on that. It's really
itself.
great. It does sort of speak for itself. Yeah. I mean, your cowboys in the background on the right side. I think the use of negative space in this is really great.
Yeah,
I really like it. It's good stuff.
Well,
yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
easy.
3-0 for Red Dead. Let's go into the next one, which is Pokemon Legends Arceus versus Quicks.
Arceus immediately.
Yeah, you got it. Pokemon, you got it.
Mm.
You want to make an argument?
Now, don't discount
Alec.
Don't discount. No, I can't.
You're just sad that I keep accidentally preventing you from voting.
Kicks is cool. I will give it that. I do like the sort of the geometric stuff. It's really cool. Else. Kicks is pretty cool. I don't know if the game might be awful. I don't know.
But unfortunately, it was cannon fodder for Pokemon Legends.
There was no match.
Pretty much. I mean, the composition of Pokemon Legends Arceus is just. I mean, it's just you can't get rid of. You can't get rid of it with Kicks. I'll tell you that. Kicks are not for kids.
Kicks is my favorite. Was my favorite cereal growing up, though.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You're a Kicks kid.
Yeah. Next up, we got Grand Theft Auto 5 versus WarioWare Smooth Moves.
I mean, I feel like this is still simple. Right?
I know. I don't know. This is actually a little harder because although GTA 5 has that clean, that hard style, WarioWare
has character.
Has some character. It has some simplicity.
Well, that's more what I meant. I thought that at least Robin didn't like the Grand Theft Auto one.
Who's Robin?
I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. This is what happens when I don't get any.
I bet he's Robin.
How dare you? This is no.
I'm Jason Todd, I guess.
I'm not. I was not decided one way or another, but I do think that WarioWare has personality.
WarioWare has a lot of personality.
I do still think the composition for Grand Theft Auto is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, WarioWare just looks fun. Like it just is like that's the message it's trying to say. It's not like describing everything about the game. It's just saying this is fun. You should play it.
And it's simple. I mean, it's not
just showing that you're going to be moving that Wii remote.
Yeah,
you're going to be moving that Wii remote.
And it usually is not a very good selling point for a lot of people. It's like, oh, motion controls, but it does actually work. It's like the quirk of the whole WarioWare game. This WarioWare game is that you're like doing different poses with the Wii remote. And, yeah, so it's cool. Definitely captures the vibe.
yeah, I think what they were going for, because I feel like different GTA games have different like focuses on the box art. This one is sort of like showing like, oh, look at all the different things that you can sort of do. I think, and at least some of the characters that you'll meet, everything's sort of honed in on that logo. Everything is drawing your eye right to that logo, and that's the selling point, is the fact that it's Grand Theft Auto. You know, you don't need much more else besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good point. They really could have just had it be a white screen and the Grand Theft Auto logo.
Yeah, they could have done the what Final Fantasy does in Japan, where they just literally have the Final Fantasy logo as the box art. But they went the extra mile. They really drew your eyes right to it with a kind of comic book style. They went for they added details of the money, because obviously there's money involved.
Yeah, they really do draw you to it.
Activity.
Like every path you take will lead you to it eventually.
And like knowing what Grand Theft Auto is, it is cool seeing the different elements. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to get in that helicopter. I'm gonna be able to get in that car.
I'll be able to text my mother.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be able to get in that babe.
Oh,
you know. Oh.
You took my joke into a worse place.
The iconic woman with the pear phone, though, that's an iconic image.
Pear phone, is that iCarly?
Well, it's like an iPhone, but they have a little weird different variation.
Yeah. Yeah,
it looks like a Sunday or something.
Wasn't there like wasn't there some sort of, I don't know if there was like a lawsuit or something, but wasn't there like a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model that like they're like, it's clearly her, and they're using her likeness or something.
I do remember hearing something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Kate.
And then there was that dog lawsuit
from Titanic.
Kate from Titanic. No, I think it's Kate. I think it's Kate Upton. I think was her name. I don't remember.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, where do we vote? Anyone want to vote? Lock in their vote here.
This is really tough, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I think both these are really good.
It is tough,
but in different ways too.
Yeah, that's kind of the beauty of it. I think I'm gonna say WarioWare Smooth Moves. I think I'm gonna lock in with that. I just really like the disco font, the simplicity. You don't see pink as a box art, and yet they make it work. It's even with that abrasive like magenta / hot pink, whatever you want to call that. They still make it work.
I vote for Grand Theft Auto.
You took too long. You took too long to think. Now you've left.
No. I was choosing to wait to see if I would have to vote.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, I could go either way with it, but I'll leave it up to you. On pins and needles.
No pressure. Only all the pressure.
You could cut tensions with.
I think Grand Theft Auto, simply because I have a better idea of what the game is actually going to be than with the WarioWare.
Okay. Well.
But I'm not happy about it.
But I'm not happy about it. All right. Well, Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4 moves on.
Contentious one, and of course, rounding out our
Power Rangers.
The second round is Power Rangers. Build-A-Bear Workshop, a friend for all seasons versus Power Rangers. Dino Thunder.
Power Rangers immediately.
Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
We run that.
That's what I vote for. Yeah.
Power Rangers there.
I don't need to show. Actually, I think what the dotted line is showing, it's not a sewing pattern. It's not showing you stitching. It's showing you where to cut it out. It's showing you where to cut out the line.
Game.
You cut out the game. And
cut the game out of your life.
You cut the game out of your life, and then you stuff that in your bear for your Build-A-Bear as its heart.
And then you play Power Rangers.
And then you play Power Rangers.
Yeah, not to spoil it, but I do. It's noticeably this side of the bracket is a lot easier. This is kind of going to give maybe a certain game a free ride to the finals here. Now,
yeah.
But so now we're at our semifinals here. with Red Dead Redemption versus Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Okay, this is legitimately very hard.
Uh,
This like
I'm gonna jump on the Arceus bandwagon.
There's no bandwagon. You just made the bandwagon.
yeah,
Well,
you
I
made the
mean,
bet. Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
jumping.
pull up with the bandwagon, and I have candy inside. So please jump on
Yeah,
board.
pulling
Alec.
up on the bandwagon.
Like the it had this cover has everything. Like again, there's the mystery of what's going on with the wind, clearly blowing their scarves. You see them holding the old model of Pokeball on top of it, like they're looking down just to sort of show off the world, but also not just the like the fact that the art style is present too. Like you see the Pokemon and you see the characters, but then as they're and that's all mostly standard, but when you get to the actual landscape, it is in this old sort of art style with the mist. You have the kind of like these like amazing watercolor like landscape. And again, the logo, it's such a simple thing to use the colors from the logo itself, but it really does add this whole extra layer of depth to it. And especially
like
as
sky and earth, sort of with the blue and the green.
Yeah, and even as it blends in perfectly, it makes the contrast of Arceus stand out so much to convey that kind of level of weight and power of
God.
Yeah, exactly. Like it really and especially too, like even just down to the little things like the like I don't know if Pikachu is sitting on, or I think it's sitting on like a stump, but it seems like you have the control over this little section you have before you see the world, and it curves away from you too. Like it just feels like this platform that the characters are on is so vastly different. And then if you look down, you see the little watercolor Bob Ross trees. Then
the little trees that they have down there.
Yeah, like it really conveys how far away the world is and how vast and alien it kind of can be. Like how
there's aliens in this. There's aliens in my Pokemon.
No, actually, not in this one. But I was trying to think about. I was like, is
all right? Well, you rant and rave about Pokemon
I can
Arceus.
see you thought a lot about this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna rant and rave a little bit about Red Dead Redemption. All right. So.
Okay.
I mean, all right. So, while some of you may say, "Well, why do you have to say Rockstar Game Presents?" You get the Rockstar logo down there. It's like,
great.
no, it's a special presentation. Rockstar Game Presents this masterpiece of a game. I've never played.
This masterpiece.
This game, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I've never played it, so I can't say. But what I will say, this does such a good job of conveying both the theme of it's. You can tell by the clothing, you can tell by the art on the right side. It's cowboys. You've got men in hats riding horses. You've got like the posse that's back there behind you. They could be chasing the character as well, because it looks like they're kind of hooting and looks like they might be smacking the horses. One might even be holding a gun to show some just hard to tell exactly what's going on, but it just in terms of like what they're all physically doing, but you get the sense of it's like a chase. But meanwhile, then you have the American flag, which is you can see is like there's a little bit of it's not like pristine, it's weathered, and you can see like this smear on the thing, which shows like it's like an old photograph that has some discoloration and some scratches on it, which implies that this is like it's the Old West, but the Old West is sort of dying. This is like the end of the Old West, of that sort of outlier, which speaks to the period of time that that this game takes place in. It's in the early 20th century, where the Old West is more or less coming to an end. So there's no lawless west where it's just sort of all kind of frontier towns and local law enforcements that are the rule of law, while gangsters and posses and such can kind of have their way with townsfolk and with the kind of skirting around legality. You get that sort of Americana, but it's an Americana that's a little bit it's not as pristine, it's rough around the edges. And even our main character here, I mean, he's not in, he's not like in spick and span, he doesn't even have a cowboy hat on. His hair's sweaty,
slimy. Yeah,
he's a little slimy. He's definitely looks sweaty. His hair looks a little bit matted. He's got like wrapping around his hand. He's got some scars along his arms. He's definitely had some rough time of it. But it is redemption. So what's the redemption? Well, I don't know. But so you have to kind of see, is there redemption for our character, for our lawless hero? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot conveyed. The perspective too, where it's like him looking very unforgiving down the barrel of a gun. So yeah, it's great box art.
There's almost like a filter over him too. It's like stylized character. Yeah.
There's like a sepia sort of almost. It's not quite that. It's not like, doesn't look exactly like that sort of old photograph, but it kind of evokes that a little bit, I would say.
This is tough for me. Like I see the merits of both of them. Pokemon. The only thing taken away from me is Pikachu's
broken neck pose.
His broken neck pose. Gotta give it up. But
gotta give it up.
The color scheme is really unique for a Pokemon game, for sure. Like, not only stylistically with the font and everything, but the colors they choose, it's like so unique. It sets itself apart for sure.
Also, just the fact that like the Pokemon aren't looking at the trainers. Like every single every single creature that you can see in the logo is looking out towards the horizon.
That's cool. But I always love a good, bold, simplistic box art like Red Dead, with the framing's nice. You got the half and half, and you get the one character. You got everything you need to know right there. It's very striking. I've always liked that box art. Just like it's always popped to me on the shelf. But so are you guys locked in? Or are you?
I think I gotta side with Red Dead. I gotta side with Red Dead.
I gotta side to my boy Arceus.
Yeah,
my one true son.
That's right. Okay, this is tough because I'm not even gonna beat around the bush here. I think this is the winner. Whatever wins this, I
was gonna say like whatever doesn't win should basically get honorary second place.
Yeah, kind of.
It's so tough.
I think these are the two best box arts that in the whole thing.
So. That's
easily.
often how it goes too. Just unfortunately, but
at least it wasn't round one.
Yeah,
that would have been rough.
That would have been sad, especially if they were the first two we saw. Like match one, and then all the rest of them suck.
I'm so torn because I can see myself in a week's time looking back and even thinking differently. But I'm gonna ultimately vote for Red Dead Redemption. I think it just ekes it out for me. And honestly, if Pikachu didn't break his neck like that, I think the Pokemon.
It doesn't break its neck.
It is kind of weird how we see both eyes, though. I think that is a little strange.
He's turning.
It is a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird.
He's too turned.
He's too turned. He
should be like facing. Pikachu. Well, he should be facing more like forward, I guess. But
or on profile or something. It is interesting. He's
torn. I was so torn.
I will give Pokemon Legends Arceus credit. Also, another thing that I really liked about that one, is it's really using that switch thin sort of lengthy, sort of interesting box art.
They're using the dimensions of the.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Use it really well.
Thank you for saying that after I lost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
no, he brings it all out afterwards. Like, oh, actually, I just want to talk about all these other details. I really like.
Red Dead Redemption. I mean, I love.
I mean, that's fine. I had
that's
nice
an
things to
amazing.
say about Red Dead that I've been saving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's play it out. Grand Theft Auto 5 versus Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Is that right?
Oh, piss off. We all know Red Dead wins. Red Dead.
But so,
do we?
So we vote.
Well, okay. Let's make it more. Let's make it a little bit more formal. All right. Is there anything more that we need to say about the Power Rangers Dino Thunder box art?
What is behind them?
That is actually what I was about to ask.
Is it that just like what is going on?
Nothing.
Is it like a really
Colossus?
It might be.
I don't think it's.
I mean, I think it's
just.
I think it's just
a miasma.
Mine.
Yeah,
a blue miasma behind them.
I mean,
it's where they're emerging from. The mist.
They're on a very small planet.
It's the mist that the dinosaurs are coming out of.
Look at this. They're on a very. It is a very small planet.
This is a little round.
It's like a Mario Galaxy planetoid. You know, it's a little.
I mean, hey, if this was a Mario Galaxy ROM hack, I would play it.
Power Rangers Galaxy.
Power Rangers Dinosaurs, yeah.
Super Rangers Galaxy.
Does anyone think?
So one thing I would say to Red Dead Redemption 2 is you talked about the flag. One thing that kind of, to me, really kind of sells it is the if you look very closely. So the flag is kind of damaged. In just that section, but also there are some splotches on the logo too on the bottom right, or some on the box.
The blood, like sort of like the almost like blood splatter on the.
Yeah, itself. And if you look closely,
on the logo itself?
The side that has the like kind of the outlaw gang actually has the stripes of the flag.
It does, yeah.
Very slight, which, like, to me, just looking at that kind of conveys the inevitable takeover of this. Like, there's the two sides of the main character. There's the America side, and then there's the cool cowboy side. And the America side is slowly taking over the other half, and that's sort of the point in the game. Like, he can't...
No.
God bless America.
Okay, also, Red Dead Redemption is not in this round. Okay. We're not there yet.
What do you mean it's not in this round?
Grand Theft Auto versus Power Rangers?
No, we already decided that.
Well, I didn't even vote yet.
It's Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think I'm voting. You didn't really vote? Mm-mm. Okay.
Oh, well, Alec and I had voted, I thought.
I didn't hear that.
We did it very fast.
I actually didn't vote. Oh. I actually forgot about this entire round.
This is the whole round.
I thought we had sped through the round. Yeah, my vote's for Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Versus over GTA 5?
Yeah. The only cool thing about the GTA 5 is, as we said, the logo, and that is one of the many.
What do you mean? We were talking about all kinds of different cool things on that. I'm going with GTA 5.
I'll go with GTA 5 on this.
So it's the battle of the two Rockstar games.
That's right. Red Dead Redemption versus Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar maybe makes some good box arts. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they do. I think you do, at least in this round. I think a lot of different box arts could have beaten GTA 5, but it had a sort of an easy bracket.
Yeah, it had a very easy bracket.
Says the guy who just voted for Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
I mean, it is the better box art. I don't know what's going on in either of you.
Well, once it got through the WarioWare hurdle, that was a tough matchup, but it was just a free ride to the finals here. So Red Dead gets my vote. Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine too. I think it's pretty unanimous. So I think I appreciate like the variety, the comic sort of stylings of the GTA 5.
The comic stylings.
The comic stylings of the comedic stylings. I like the 5, the money sort of like motif of the V and the 5. I like all that stuff. But I think a stronger impression is made by Red Dead Redemption, and I think that is ultimately the
more
better
often
box
than
art.
not, this is the kind of box art that we tend to lean towards. The
Yeah.
like the bold one character, more simplistic, but still effective. Every now and then you have one like Splatoon 2 that won, but yeah. So your winner for Box Art Battles Episode 7, the Red Dead Redemption. Okay.
There it is. It's not Alex Rider Stormbreaker.
Okay, and I always like to ask at the end of the episode, if you were to like want to play one of these games, what would it be? Is there any that pop out to you that are interesting? That you're interested in it? There's not much.
I know you would say World of Zoo.
World of
Zach.
Zoo is like honestly the biggest one for me.
I think I would honestly I would like to give that Power Rangers game a shot.
Yeah.
Dubs, you're saying you kind of like the Battle Axe as well, maybe.
I mean, I did, but then I looked it up, and I realized it was not good. So
that's true. Sometimes you just know.
But,
World of Zoo could be a hidden gem, honestly.
Yeah, you expect it to be showing up in a Metal Jesus pickups video.
Yep.
Top hidden gems on the Nintendo DS. World of Zoo. Well, it kind of just looks like a normal like kind
we
of
talk
jank.
about how Metal Jesus says hidden gems all the time, but actually looking on Pete Door's channel, I was like, oh, he does a lot of videos called hidden gems too.
He did. Does he still?
I mean, just looking through his videos, like, oh, hidden gems.
I mean, I'm just sitting here imagining the universe where Modern Warfare DS is fused with World of Zoo.
Oh.
I guess rare, obscure, and hidden gem PS1 recommendations. Rare, obscure, and hidden PS2 recommendations. Japan import hidden gems. I guess he started.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of doing it for the meme at this point. Like, if you watch his eBay stream, you'd know. Like, that is funny that he started using that again. Though.
Who's got the best box art of their Dench Challenge games? My vote's for Harvest Moon.
What?
I like Epic Mickey though.
Yeah, I like Epic Mickey. I actually like the Ratchet and Clank one a lot too.
But Epic Mickey is
Red Dead Redemption.
Really cool. I think that could.
Epic Mickey's very strong.
Because it's like got the weight with it.
Yeah. I don't think either of mine are in the contender.
I mean, the SpongeBob one's pretty nice in terms of.
Yeah, I like the SpongeBob
I would
one.
not know about the SpongeBob one, but the Digimon one is okay. It just sort of shows the characters and then has the 3 Digimon you can start with, basically.
All right, well, thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for joining us for this episode.
Yeah,
it's nice having you.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
So sorry, Pokemon
Nice being
fell
had.
short though.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't, but sometimes that's how the votes go.
It did.
It didn't.
It's tough.
It won in his heart. Okay, that's what matters.
I mean, it would have won. I feel like it would have won if Red Dead Redemption wasn't on the list. Like if it wasn't a different list, then I think it would have won.
Yeah.
That's
them's the shakes.
Yeah.
One of these days we're gonna have a box art battles that just has like 16 all like bad box arts. Like we don't even know what to do with them.
It's just all crap.
Or one good
generic
one is a 10-minute video.
Yeah. Well, who knows when the next episode will be? Usually, as there's like such long stretches between episodes, it tends to be. Hopefully, we can do them more often. And I look forward to doing them always.
Always.
All right. Well, in the meantime, why don't you go check out our review of Blood Rain, the original box art battles winner, back in the day. Okay.
Wow. Got my jank old setup at my parents' house.
All right, and then thank you for watching. Is there anything you want to plug, Dubs?
He's got nothing. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't really have a channel.
Shout out to your family.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Hey, Mom, I know that you said you wanted to watch this when you found out I was going to be on. If you've managed to find this, congratulations, because I know that the spelling of the channel title can...
You just link it to her. You just link it to her. You just link it to your mom.
YouTube.com/.
I don't want to make it that easy. She has to earn it.
She has to look for it.
Well, if just keep in mind, you can always do youtube.com/@TARQARON. Now that's a weird how weird YouTube handles work now.
Yeah, they have the It's like
I usually just go on my YouTube bar and type Alec's YouTube channel and
that pops up.
That pops up?
No, actually.
No.
Just hours of searching through the results.
I'm doing that right now. I'm gonna look that up. What shows up when I type in
like Alec James.
Alec's YouTube channel? No, I said no. Watch live the Murdaugh family murders and see versus Alex Murdaugh.
Yeah. I mean, it's close.
That's the Lawn Crime Network. New lawsuit announced against Alec Baldwin, Rust over failed shooting. What's all this murder?
There are a lot of.
Anyway.
I mean, maybe it's just a trend with the name. I mean, you did pretty much take Arceus behind the back and now shoot it. This episode with Red
Dead Redemption,
with the shotgun.
Alex Marston, there he is, or John Marston. I said Alex Marston.
Throw it in the Sid Meier's vault.
Yes, throw it in the Sid Meier vault. Yeah,
locked away forever.
The Alex Rider.
Yeah, with Alex Rider. Yeah. Alex Rider. Well, Alex Rider, we don't want to leave him alone with some of these games.
I hardly know it. Yeah, right. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, click the link in the description for our social media. All right, get out of here. Bye.